Dire team ban. EG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. EG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Warlock.
Dire team pick.
Sven stands ready.
Dire team pick.
Ogre Magi!
EG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dota Pit Season 5. We are in the thick of it here in North America. Best of 5 showdown. Winner of this series will go to LAN in Q1 2017, compete for $125,000 plus in prize pool, and will be one of the first big LANs post-Boston Major. Curious to see how many of the qualified rosters will actually stick together. And if there will be any teams that reshuffle, and if so, what happens to those spots. But for now, the draft is underway here in Game 3, and it is going to be a change-up in terms of the picks. EG first overalling the Warlock, NP replying with the Sven Ogre. As far as the bans go, EG, I want to point out, did ban the Timbersaw, which MSS did a lot of work with, even in defeat in Game number 2. For those who are just joining us, the series is tied 1-1, so we're guaranteed at least 2 more games. And so, yeah, NP go back to the Aoi Sven. It was the hero they were picking every game about a week ago, but since then they have been diversifying their picks quite a bit. EG into the Veno. This is now a total of 4 Veno picks for them if you want to count the elimination mode games. 2 of them for Arteezy, and 1 of them was a support Veno last game. So, not really sure which one it'll be this time around. And with that, I'm LD. I'm joined here by Merlini. How you doing, Ben?
I suspect it'll be a cord. I think he's actually really good for Sven for multiple reasons. One, you can stop his blink, which is a big deal for Sven because he has mobility issues in fights. Secondly, you can block his ancient spawn and get vision of his ancient spawn very easily. And thirdly, you have a ton of magic damage, which is excellent versus Warcry. I can't count the number of times that I saw NP draft Sven very early on, and the other team just draft physical damage over and over versus the Sven, and then they just got rolled. Warcry just destroyed them. Other teams, like EG, will draft magical damage. They don't actually have really any physical damage at the moment.
Yeah, NP going to back this Sven up with Inner Beast as well as Bloodlust, so he is going to be a big problem for them.
But he can't move. Maybe he can get Omni. I don't know. I don't know how they want to allow him to move in fights. They have lockdown, but he might not be able to get to the target between Warlock and Venomancer. Not only is Venomancer very annoying to deal with a poison, it's also Warlock with the upheaval and cause Sven to just pretty much just be walking in place.
I mean, normally you get a blink, so if you have a good blink stun.
That's what the Veno's for, though.
Yeah,
Veno is
he's
like the best blink counter in the game. Especially now that Zeus Static Field got nerfed. Versus it. Oh, this is rough.
EG gonna grab the Clockwork, so another way to cage the Sven. It definitely feels like NP should get a secondary source of damage.
Yeah, they definitely do, and it probably should be ranged, I would say.
Well, that would mean normally Envy Invoker is the go-to one.
Yeah, Invoker, I think, is great.
What else is there? There's Storm. Storm could be interesting with no real reliable lockdown for EG.
Storm doesn't really go that well with Bloodlust and Beastmaster, however. I think because you drafted 2 attack speed heroes, you want someone who actually synergizes better with attack speed. Dusa themselves, I think, would actually be pretty good, because you just need to stand there as Dusa. You don't really need to move around in fights. If you're not doing any damage, they can't really fight. Yeah. You can also go for Razor. Razor's a very common pickup for Envy, and also need attack speed, but at least it's better.
Well, NP will grab the Rubik. Not really that many easy or great spells to steal. I mean, things can be deceptively strong here, like some Warlock spells can be nice if you get them, but getting the Rock is fairly difficult. Even the Fatal Bonds, he's often going to cast a Shadow Word or Keeple right away afterwards. The Venom Wards are cute, but not necessarily game-breaking.
People like them against the Clockwork, though.
Yeah. The lift out of the cogs is not...
It's also really nice in team fights. If you have a really good Rubik player, like, you can cast the telekinesis before the cogs after the hookshot hits, which at this level of play you should expect to happen every now and then.
What do EG get here for their 4th picks? Lifestealer is the choice, so the vehicle is the Clockwork.
Lifestealer is like he is the tank. He cannot do that much damage. Warcry for one. Secondly, Beastmaster, Roar.
The Roar and Boar.
Yeah, Roar and Boar, and they have a lot of move speed. Ogre Bloodlust plus Warcry also gives you a ton of move speed. So, like, Lifestealer can get kited, unless...
I think you banned Sumail Storm here, and
yeah...
I can't imagine this is poor Venno. Do you think it is? I mean, the other option, I guess, is they could go for that
Not
Alk,
now,
but not against Ben, I would...
Alk would still be... I think it'd still be okay.
It could be nice for the Ags. They're gonna... Oh, they banned the OD.
Yeah, triple Ags would be nice. They ban the OD every game, I think.
I think it's either Alk or Storm. Or for EG.
Yeah, they need someone that scales well with farm.
I've seen like when the only Lifestealer vehicle is Clockwork, and generally it ends badly. Like, Hookshot is a very long cooldown. It's not the most reliable initiation. Sometimes the cogs actually screw him over completely in fights, so I don't think you want to be relying solely on that. And you can't just walk in against Roar, all the move speed you mentioned, so he is definitely more of a tank, unless they get a really good follow-up vehicle.
But there have to be other options, though.
What else?
Invoker? That would also be pretty...
Yeah, they have Hookshot to like set up Sunstrikes and stuff.
Invoker, Storm, what was the other one that you mentioned?
Alk.
Alk, yeah, Alk would be... The only problem I don't like with Alk is he does a lot of physical damage, and he is melee. I think you want maybe perhaps a range damage hero so you can actually deal damage with Clockwork. And you generally just don't want to be a melee range versus Sven.
He does match the kind of game that NP like to play at the Sven though, which is like that super farmy, stacky Dota. And I mean, Alk is the king of that. Or maybe Naga. Well, actually, I'd say he's even better.
He's
just less annoying late. Oh, they're gonna go for Dusa again. Ooh, this is interesting.
Oh yeah,
that's a Sven counter.
Deuce is he's Sven counter. I was thinking that they need anti-BKB because right now they cannot do anything but. You can hookshot for a brief stun, you can Warlock ulti for a brief stun, but you can't actually control him once he gets B. But now that you have the Medusa, BKB counter.
So it's interesting to see EG just prioritizing the Dusa and the Venno so much after not really running them at all prior to the past couple days. So, I haven't seen a whole lot of Dota out of this team. They haven't had to play all that much, being invited to the major, but definitely not afraid to mix it up with the pick. So Envy Mirana to round things out. This gives them lots of magic burst. It gives them another hero that can kite the Lifestealer.
And there's no way they can really lock her down. Clockwork hookshot, okay, leap, and then
like Basher Abyssal is basically it.
Yeah, that's way late.
Yeah.
She can have a free
on paper,
time.
Envy should have a really good game.
Yeah, Medusa I think compared to versus Mirana though. You can't really go in for Starfall. It's gonna you'll take way too much damage.
Game 3, Ben. Whose draft are you liking?
I like EG's because MP's on Dire though. I think if they get Dire and they get Roche, they can actually like walk over EG because they have really long cooldowns on the and the Warlock. I actually think.
I feel like NP is a lot more stable.
Yeah.
So I will favor them as well.
The Lifestealer is the only one I don't really like on EG. If they had a different carry aside from Lifestealer, I'd probably. But I think it just sticks out to me as he can't really do anything. He's going to get Kaide, he's going to get roared, and he can't do any damage.
Well, Arteezy did not call GG. I'm not sure what that means, because last time he said GG and they won, so... the streak has been broken. No longer is that 100% win rate at predicting the losses correct. So, we got underway. Both teams have made their early smoke movements, dropped down some aggressive wards here. NP dropping the hill ward up towards top. Going to see EG putting a lane ward down at bottom, as well as one controlling the rune. So it'll be the Deuce mid for Sumail, reprising his role there. Crit again on the support lock. We have 1437 going to be roaming on the Ogre, trying to control this early laning stage. Envy playing that Mirana mid. He loves this Bassi build. I was talking to CCNC about it yesterday, and he basically, his feeling is that NP has just theory crafted that Bassi is super of value early on. You can mess with the creep aggro, toggling it on and off, even mess with your opponent's last hitting potentially. So a very Envy-esque item. Other than that, the only mid hero we really see who has grabbed it historically has been some Invoker players.
I think it's gotten better after the base buff, because Wraithband is kind of the other option aside from Bassi, right? They're almost the same amount of gold, they fight similar amounts of damage, but you're missing out on a lot of stats. But the agility, like, you don't really need the armor that much early, nor do you really need the strength, because you're generally just CSing in lane. I also think the mana regen is also very good versus the Medusa, because you can't start off with raindrops.
Oh, they're going to give a little help here early. Deepin coming in and giving the club. Oh, arrow missing. They might still get the kill anyway. No, he's going to fairy fire. Oh, that was close. If Envy hits that arrow, that's a kill. Still, the power of the Ogre early, causing Sumail a lot of headaches mid, and Zai just Iron Talon jungling, so he's not going to be of much help. The Medusa is not going to get the backup that she's looking for. 37 is looking to punish this. He's coming in for another pass.
I think this is what they lacked in game one, though, the Iron Talon, because I think a lot of MSS's heroes are just, especially with the heroes that are given on the side of EG, so I think you just allow him farm, don't devote enough resources. It's also much safer. The risk is very low, whereas the reward is pretty decent, opposed to committing 2 supports to constantly zoning him out. Another thing for the Bassi is, like, if they had Tower Dove right there, the extra armor onto the Ogre can also, like, really help. Not that Ogre really needs the armor, but it's still.
I mean, the other head's got to be protected too.
He has enough armor for both heads and everything else.
Which one do you think is the head in charge? It kind of looks like the one on the right is like the sidekick, you know?
The one with the hood looks like he's dumb one.
He's the dumb buddy.
Yeah, he's the one that
He's
follows.
like along for the ride. The other head's the driver.
He's Pinky. The other one's the brain.
The brain. Here we go. The brain is moving in together with Pinky. And Envy's going to make his move. Arrow comes through. But Sumail, a bit tankier now that he's hit level 3. And he is going to be able to withstand the aggression of Pinky and the brain.
Yeah, he got all his mana back from that bounce problem. And he has a salve. He's prepared for the Ogre.
Meanwhile, though, MSS just caught tail end of that. Dove and punished by Crit and Arteezy. He was trading a lot with Crit earlier, so I guess got into the kill zone, and then they're able to run him down for kill.
Yeah, and I'd say they're winning the lanes because Dusa hasn't died in mid. And look at her CS. Her CS is
Zai's winning the jungle.
way better.
Look at this. 18 CS already. Farming 2 camps simultaneously.
Yeah,
we saw this before.
Very
was it Puppy who did it? Someone ran the Iron Talon.
FTL ran it a lot.
Yeah. It's not like it's the first time we've seen it, and it is one of the fast Iron Talon junglers, but it's also a very passive laning stage, which sometimes can be punished, but hey, they get first blood, they don't give up a kill, and that's the benefit of having very difficult to kill heroes in these solo lanes. The clockwork with the cogs against 3 melee heroes.
Oh, look at that skin.
Radiant
I knew the Ogre was sitting there.
NP not gonna find their opening here. Universe Tiny back. Radiant also committed the scan. Now we're gonna start to rotate someone in. Zai.
They're like, he's level 5. What do we do, guys?
Help.
He has level 3 wards.
He's out leveling Universe by a significant That might be the fastest Veno jungling I've actually seen.
That is, that's
He
one
was
of
5 at
level
like
5
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Not even like 3:30.
Yeah, because he went back home and then he came back.
And
Did he
he's
die
got
neutrals?
no, he walked back.
Yeah, so yeah, that was like a 3-minute level 5.
That's crazy. I was just gonna dual lane.
Yep.
And this is gonna be a real annoyance for Owie.
Considering he was level 2.5, like 8 minutes in game number 1, I'd say this is a big improvement.
And it wasn't really punished. The only thing, I mean, it's not even that easy to punish unless you're gonna come into his jungle right away with something like, I don't know, a Chen or maybe a Bounty Hunter, but once the wards are leveled up, even that's not gonna work.
Radiant side is very hard to stop. The Radiant side, Veno. Last time they were dire, so it's have the super easy access to cliff. You can still do it, it's just not as safe.
Zai taking advantage, and now level 6, he's already got access to the ultimate if he wants to skill it. And he is going, oh, that would have been a kill. And there's no way that Owie could TP out, doesn't even have a TP scroll. Little effort there by Zai, but it won't connect.
And crit, already dewarding, making sure that Sven doesn't stack up.
But he is scouted, he's gonna plant down a ward here, gonna try to run away.
Oh, they know he placed the other one though. Nice use of the hog by MSS there to make sure that... I don't know if you can... actually, I think if you place a obs ward like right here, or a sentry ward right here, you can deward both. But... yeah, they're gonna need another sentry.
Still looking for this go in Owie, and this time they've caught him out completely. The ultimate comes through. Owie does spend his gold, he buys the Helm of Iron Will, but he doesn't have to complete his Dominator yet. He goes down, EG. This is how you deal with the Sven. Pressure on him in the lane. They don't let him get to the stacks for free.
Yeah, you permanent lane and you block his stacks. Like there is, he doesn't even have an HOD yet. So, and he's also committed to the Helm of Iron Will. Like he can't really go back for just an early fighting build with, let's say, treads because of the early Helm of Iron Will pickup, and he's gonna struggle.
I like this a lot from EG. It feels like they typically crafted a game plan to punish the Sven pick, which they should have, because NP's run it enough the last week that you can expect it's going to come out at least once or twice of the series.
I'm just surprised no other team has really done it though. I still think it's somewhat unbelievable that all the teams that I watched in the open qualifier just like got manhandled by the Sven every single time.
And it was just like, let him get Dominator, let him farm like 5 rounds of Ancient stacks, and trade farm with the Sven, go gank other heroes, but...
And the question was, how do you do it? And this is how you do it. You block stacks early, you contest them in lane.
And it's nice with the Veno pick too, because they do have that versatility of who's going to play it, potentially RTZ or Zai. So you can't even really game plan against it. Like if it's a support, you don't want to build your whole draft around countering a support Veno. He's a
you might have to go for like a Riki or a Bounty Hunter though to top him jungling. But the thing is, he doesn't even take any damage in the jungle with the Iron Talon build.
Yeah, they can at least leech and slow him down.
Crit in a little bit of trouble. Envy with only level 3 Starfall. This could be a very difficult kill with all the creeps around.
He's gonna try for it. Will he get that extra Starfall? No, it hits the creep instead. Be unable to connect down. Crit at full health almost as he starts to heal up. They're gonna move on to Envy. Without that leap, Terribly, I imagine. He wants to get to the low ground before committing it. No, he's going to stick around, and Arteezy still holds the rage. So very poised play here by the carries, as a fish with the arrow not going to connect. They also have the roar. Could have roared into an arrow there, but timing didn't work out. Now Envy instead rotating onto the top lane, leaping with the Starfall. They want to shut down Universe. Can they kill him, though? He's going to go for the TP out, and with the Cogs, it'll buy him enough time. He will end up making it. Battery Assault slowing Envy down ever so slightly there. Good retreat in the end, and forcing a lot of rotations just to protect Owie.
Yeah, they really want to get his farm. Under farm spend is useless. Like, that hero just fight without items. You just have to farm for 12, 13 minutes until you get your HUD, Echo, and Blink. But you know, this game, it's not going to come easily. And on top of that, they have good heroes to kite him. And I talked about like the Medusa countering BKB, but is he even going to get BKB this game? Or be able to?
Not at this rate. Not anytime real soon. His crit just does a little drive-by at the Ancients, trying to keep them blocked. That Sentry
MSS
is going to expire. They are going to move in. But MSS, relatively fine with the boar slowing Arteezy down. I think he did have to use the roar to run away earlier. But anyway, it's going to be cooling down soon. So that's the issue, is they're investing so much to get the Sven a good start, and all the while Lifestealer and Medusa are just free farming, and you've got the Veno been out of control in the jungle, and it's a double Iron Talent jungle. Now it's Universe's turn to spend a little me time.
Yeah, because Veno's not gonna die, or Veno dies up there, it's no loss. Yeah, he's high level, but ganking a Veno, you have to get by all the wards. And he's still gonna farm up very, very quickly regardless.
He kind of functions like a Jakiro too, where he's really good at taking these early towers, and that in turn allows you to limit the Sven's alternatives to the Ancients as they can invade the jungle more actively. Crit though, he looks like he's in too far. They're gonna try to hold on to the roar here, and they will not need to use it as 4 heroes dogpile that pesky friggin' Warlock. In fact, it was about to be 5 with even Envy coming in. They are not going to let EG shut down their Ancients without a bigger commitment.
They didn't get the 9-minute stack though, so even though he died, he still prevented a 9-minute stack. So that's kind of like 200, 300 gold right there.
They're ready for the Sven. Like, it's not just that, it's like,
they're so
even
prepared.
Zai is already invading the jungle deeper to check for regular camps being stacked and dropping down wards. Oh, I don't know. This is for NP. And like you said, they're very committed to it with the Dominator.
Smoked out, popped by Arteezy. Wow.
High ground, and they did not have vision time, it looks like, to be able to roar and control him. So no Necro bulk yet for MSS either. He's unable to get that kill train rolling. It's a much slower start for his Beastmaster than some of his previous games. Work on the siege here on the tower mid, Sumail with the DD rune going to work, and Arteezy hanging out in the neighborhood. The stolen Mystic Snake though, that plus the Fade Ball. Now there's some D-push. This is a level 4 snake to work with for SVG. And you can keep on spamming it. That's for damn sure. He's like, no.
They actually, they know that stopped their push. They do have a siege creep right now, so that will help against the snake bam. It's up right now. They will let it go.
And the Ancient stacking, looks like he did get 1 double. Needs to... Where does creep go?
It looked like it was kind of getting owned by Fatal.
Killed.
I'm not sure. It was a small satyr.
Or did he dominate something new?
And AUI will get the next stack off.
Yeah. Feels bad when Sven has the stacks blocked that many times and then has to manually start stacking himself, but no God Strength yet, so can't even really farm it.
Yeah, he has treads coming on chicken. Treads plus God Strength should be easy, but he still won't have that much mana. I guess he can, like, treads mango mana.
Yeah, even though he's not completely being shut down, just in general, he's not exploding out of control, and that's really what EG's goal was with all of this.
He's 4th on that.
Veno's ahead of him. Veno almost has a mech, mind you. His Universe will find SVG, good cog back, pushing him into Arteezy's Rubby Paws, and Lifestealer will collect that kill. Now about to complete an armlet, I think it's on the Courier. They're going to move forward, take the tower with ease. No more pesky Rubik spam, they get rid of the Mystic Snake steal as well.
Super important for Arteezy to always cast Rage before open wounds, so that Rubik can't rage and run away. That happens quite often with poor Lifestealer players. Cast the spells in the wrong order because they want to be efficient with the rage.
Oh, EG. Trying to stack these Ancients for NP almost, it looks like. No, they want to steal them.
They need Dusa to take it though.
This is going to be slow going. They have the rock should NP dare to engage. And a wall of wards is a bold. This is just salt in the wound, Ben. First they block the stacks, and they body block them after using the wards to do so, and now they're coming in to steal them after looking to stack them for themselves. Stonegaze committed here. That could set up a devastating rock, and indeed it does. Yes, sirree. NP are going to be absolutely slaughtered by this. 2 down already. SVG on the run.
Yeah, this lineup is built to deal with the Sven. You had the strong team fight with the Warlock. You had the Vision with the Venom wards. You have the early contest with the Iron Talenting Venomancer, and then you have heroes that can take the Ancients with a Medusa.
I haven't seen a game where I've been like, oh man, I just don't know how they deal with the draft this early very often, but it's really feeling that way.
Yeah, they first pick Sven one too many times.
Oh, hey, it is a BO5. You know, there's a time to adapt here, but this could put NP on match point. Not a comfortable position against a team as experienced as EG. Still though, ways to go before they can collect a win here. Found the Ancients in the end, so big gold advantage now, an 8k lead at 13 minutes. Whew. Then, I mean, they do have a Mirana, but Envy's really not farming that well. No kills to his name yet, only 66 ES.
They can't even go into that area to de-ward, however, because of the threat of a clockwork hook shot onto there. They have to go there with multiple heroes. And it looks like MSS will be sending his Hawk. Will it get rocketed again before they kill that? Nope, he rocketed into the side. Scout for any lurking heroes.
Alright, Mech's online for Zai. He is still ahead of the Sven. Comes to net worth. Man, it's a core.
How many sentries have they dropped expansion? Spawn.
Now they're just wrong. I don't even know if they want to be stacking it, Ben. I'm pretty sure EG's just gonna tell them come and take it by the time another triple stack's ready.
Likely. Yeah.
But if you're not stacking with the Dominator first Sven, then you might as well just call GG.
It's pretty grim.
So how was your Chick-fil-A?
It was excellent.
You normally get the spicy, right?
Yeah, sometimes I got original this time.
You got an OG?
Yep. You know, Greg told me
This is
that...
NA Dota. We're not allowed to have any. What did Greg tell you? We're gonna see crit die here.
Boom.
Got him. Something about power.
I asked Greg about, I don't know, I asked him like if he liked to eat at so-and-so place. The place name isn't that important, but he's like, I only go there if I'm in the mood to. And then...
Wow. Good hold on to SVG, trying to bring him down, but he steals the cogs after the rage steal from earlier and tries to make it away. Open wounds, and the Horde will finish him. A noble effort. Not enough.
Yeah, he had a rage steal then. He had a chance. I asked Greg and he's like, oh no, I only eat at this place if I'm in the mood to. I was like, what? It's like, I guess he was a moody eater. And he said two places that he would eat under any mood was the Korean Tofu House and Chick-fil-A.
Tofu House is really, they've got some dope.
He has high requirements for his eating habits.
Greg is like the biggest food elitist I've ever met. It's pretty ridiculous. I'll eat anything. I'm a savage. I have no taste. I have no class. And I'm totally fine with it. I'm a gamer, man. TZ charging in. He's going to get off the open wounds. This is going into a roar, potentially, but backup is enormous as they will find the Gale initiation onto MSS. Beastmaster just forced to try and run, but he won't make it out. EG run him down. This irritating chip damage that they bring to bear.
Didn't even get the deny off. He tried with the Ogre.
Man, he only now gets the Necro 1. I've seen games where MSS has a completed Necro 3 by this point. He has been shut down too. 0-3.
Correct solution, Iron Talon. Change from game number 1 to game number 3.
Do you think it would have worked last game? He's mentioned it'd be dire, it's a little easier to punish. And...
Yeah, I think so. They didn't have the hero, like Spearbreaker is not good at that. Not good at contesting the spawn because they can't really kill him when he's at full HP. Yeah, I think it would have worked, but they just had a different plan to try and zone out the offlaner more. And HSX gets stolen again. And at least MP gets some XP.
Oh, Arrow! Zai's gonna mercifully tank it just so Envy doesn't feel bad, but state of the game.
Doesn't even do damage because of raindrops.
Gotta make him feel bad anyway. EG now rotating onto the mid lane. Got the Chaotic Offering good to go. I just don't know what MP do. They don't
farm up items on Sven, you get a Blink Dagger.
But farm up where? Because EG are about to take this tower mid. They're gonna ward up the jungle.
Just farm newts. They don't have that great of roam. Because like Venno has to like walk there to place all his vision. Unlike the Beastmaster who can just fly over with a Hawk or kill once they see a hero. But like it takes some time to sweep through the jungle, which is what they're trying to do right now. They know that Venno's farming somewhere. They just don't know how they can stop him at the moment. And now he's looks like he might get a free creep wave on the left side of the map because EG is all split.
This is where you bring out your inner Cloud9.
Yeah.
How he used to be infamous for this on supports.
Clockwork is really good at dealing with that.
And Zai's already there. Hey buddy.
Still got the creeps.
One camp. Snag, but back to the well has to spend all that time walking back out. Meanwhile, SVG with the Stolen Rage is an actual fight that could result in kills breaks out, but that Stolen Rage making him incredibly difficult to bring down. Is there any kind of rush here for EG, Ben, with the Dusa So the Veno farming this well, like, can they just take it late if need be, or do you feel they're still on a timer to prevent the Sven from coming online?
As long as they limit his farming. Fine. It's not like they have to push high ground, but they can't just let him farm, let's say, the opposing Ancients and that large camp and his own entire jungle. They can't let him farm that entire left side of the map. That's what I was there for. Clockwork should be able to, maybe not solo kill him, but definitely kill him with +1 and prevent him from TPing. So that constant threat is still going to be in the game for some time until Sven gets a BKB, which is probably like maybe 10 minutes away from coming out. So they still have a good amount of time. Keep up pressure, keep farming, take down objectives. There's only one T2 left. They don't have the best high ground, however. The Lance with the Medusa is decent.
Well, they did get a Deso to help mitigate that.
Yeah, Deso would be really good. The high ground siege for that. Can't Warcry towers. Not that.
That would be really broken.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine how long Sven games would go if he was losing then?
Yeah, just do like Sven Tree plus Ogre.
I remember when EG, like, it was like back in like the classic Jimmy days where EG had a game or two where they would just Warcry the creep wave when Fear was on the Sven and let the creeps hit the tower. But imagine, and it took forever for them to win, because I forget why, but it was like dangerous for the Sven to go hit buildings for some reason in that game. God, imagine if the reverse was possible. That would be, I think everyone would just take their nap when the real action breaks out. But the real action is coming to a theater near you. Short orders, EG. Start to move forward.
Oh no, he stole Snake. Oh no, he stole Split Shot. What a player.
Sumail with the toggle.
Yeah, it's very important. Because you mentioned before, Fable plus Mystic Snake is devastating for the
Yeah, he made the mistake once earlier, but now you can see just always, wow, toggling it immediately after use. And then it's like almost impossible to steal.
Yeah, that's big.
Especially with no mobility items on the Rubik. They go in again. Sumail more confident up in front. Has Scotty to go with that Dragon Lance. They'll bring the tower down in short order. Hey, Daddy. Time to come home. Visitors here, AUI, but he's not cooperating.
Look at Envy. They don't have any creeps because Envy's doing Envy things.
I like this tactic, and he does have the Ags now. He's going to even arrow the catapult. The wheels right off the push, but here comes the gank train. The Universe hoping to find that Sven, but now he just hoofed it out of there. He has picked up a blink now, and Envy's going to rat even deeper. Normally, you'd cut that one wave, and most players would TP out, and they're like, wait, he's still there. Let's go get him. But
They don't have any catch for him.
maybe that's the plan for NP. Just rat it out. Split push, cut the waves.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get one more wave before he TPs out.
Clock is okay at stopping them, but that's really the only hero they have to deal with it.
Oh, is he gonna do the mid wave? Or is he gonna get the chicken?
Maybe both. Oh, hey, chicken. No, he's like, more importantly, I need to cut the creep. Envy, one step ahead. VG. You say no plan. He says no problem.
Now they have creeps mid though, and they don't have a T3 on bottom, so they can just walk up that high ground. And with Split Shot still up on Rubik, they don't have that many hopes of actually stopping this push, especially with the Aegis still with a healthy 2.5 minute lifetime.
Alright, they're going to try to initiate here with the Moonlight Shadow, but Zaya does have a gem, so there won't be any sneak attacks. Even Universe popping a zoning dust down in front. They roar Arteezy, but as a Centaur comes in, he can just infest that thing if he's really worried. Start hitting it instead. He will get stunned again. Arrow to follow this up. Well done, but they really want to pop the Aegis without committing too much. Unfortunately, that Venomancer set of Greaves has something else to say about it. No more waves being cut, but top lane is pushing as Aoi enters the base, and already Envy just shoving out mid. They have yet to take their racks. They are being forced back. Sumail already TPing away. Envy still continues to be ever so slightly ahead of them. Arteezy's like, no guys, come on, we can do this. Don't give up. But Envy snakes his way through the trees, going deeper, and now it's a full-fledged scouting mission to hunt him down. This Commando Marana has been found, though, and might be in trouble. Leaps out of the cogs. The creeps are in blocking him for now, though. Hookshot. They're not going to TP out. Not going to happen with the battery assault, but man,
that would happen to Envy. That would happen. He leaps, so he feels safe, and then he gets trapped in the terrain.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I mean, he did his job, you know, like, given the situation.
Like, they can't kill me? Oh, wait.
Arteezy's on a little hunt here, and now that the rage has cooled down, he's going to move on to SPG. Doesn't have the open wound for 1 second. If he waited a bit longer, that would have been a guaranteed kill. Instead, he'll start hitting buildings again.
Still 1 minute left on Aegis. They can try and stop him from taking down the range racks, but the inevitable fate of the range racks.
No more cutting the waves for you, he says, as we'll take that lane down.
Dire's bottom
One lane caved in, they move right on towards mid, and there is no more creep cutting. They are going to have to take a fight, and they'll have to do it soon. And the stolen wards are cute, but at this point it really doesn't matter. EG just going in too fast, too furious. Can they bring down Zai? Doesn't have his ultimate available. The Sven doing what damage he can. Arteezy, though, moving on to him, able to win the man fight for now with the rock getting dropped. They'll actually kill the Sven off head on. And Arteezy, armlet toggling through this. He still survives. He's got the stick charges. Cooling down in just a second. It looks like he's going to live the stolen Stonegate by SVG. Great steal, but it won't matter. At least doesn't look like it. Maybe they can turn it. Coming in from behind is Envy. No, he too will fall. Too many items. Too much beef in the front lines. Arteezy still alive through all of that. A triple kill for Universe of all heroes. And they're not leaving Ben. Going for the jugular now.
Oh, what a force staff. My goodness.
EG are having to work though. NP not making this easy for them as SVG swings around from behind. Needs to find another stall to steal. They're going to lift up Arteezy. Armlet toggling. Again, they just can't seem to bring him down. And that golem preventing AUI from blinking after him. Will zap him in the end. The taser from SVG. Some friggin' Rubik player, I'll tell you what. Too bad he's playing from such a deficit. But if they actually come back to win this, he is for sure going to be top of any MVP vote.
Yeah, the Shadow Blades, a really good way to deal with the Venomancer, the Plague Wards. You can get a decent initiation without having to blow a smoke. So I like the pickup from Sven. I highly doubt it's going to be a Silver Edge this game, although it wouldn't be that bad to mitigate Medusa's damage.
There's a Force Staff, so they are starting to get tools to deal with the clockwork as well.
Yeah.
Necro 3 complete. Soon, I imagine MSS already has the level 2. They're still farming okay here. Envy's picked up a blink. I mean, they're not entirely out of it, Ben, though they did have to buy back on the Sven and the Ogre in that last fight.
It just looks grim.
Can be deceiving.
Uh-oh. Envy is going to die again. He's lining him up.
Oh, blank hook and death. Damn, that was brutal.
Oh, the blink's such a good idea too versus Rana because she's relying on leap to get out. So if you hookshot her and she leaps, you just blink after her.
Or you can blink Cog and then hook after her too. We've seen that as well. And that's the cool thing you can also do, which I've seen once you get a Force Staff, is you can blink in, Cog the Sven. I saw Havos had this done to him way back today. Bought a Lifestealer Force Staff for himself to counter it, and then just Force Staff out. So you can reliably cage them and still hold on to your hookshot. But as I say that, the fight breaks out. Universe getting caught. There's the Stormbolt initiation, and unfortunately, it looks like again it's the split shot being stolen. So they will get that that second melee racks in the mid lane. EG looking for a bit more here. I think they may re-engage. 37 hanging out in front. They now have a pipe. They have a Lotus Orb. My God, these supports are just filthy rich.
Reflect Stormbolt.
That could be nice.
Very possible, too. They do have the gem on the clockwork, so I think it was worthy, a worthy use of the Stone Gaze to save him. That's pretty much all they did there with the Stone Gaze. They did blow a lot of cooldowns on MP to try and kill the clockwork.
Well, an AC complete on Arteezy, so going further into the tower siege now is minus 12 armor on those structures. MP go for a desperation smoke. The Dire team
They saw that.
did have vision, I think.
Their observer wards are in such a place that they know that they're coming.
And they scanned this as well, so they know all too well what's headed their way.
is under attack.
Something wicked. There is no gem on Zai though. The gem's currently on Universe. So Arteezy is the man who might get caught out here. Courier just went down, but more importantly, they isolate that life. Can they focus him now? No, he rages, and now Sumail can hope to turn this fight out. On the backline, though, relatively uncontested. The ward slowing him down. Poor Superman Sven. He just wants to hit someone with his big bad sword. Can he do it? SVG stealing the Poison Nova and the Rubik plays, but it doesn't seem like it's going to matter. That's 3 down. It's soon to be 4, maybe even 5 if they can chase down Eternal Envy. They have a blink soon if this Poison Nova would ever wear off. Zai is desperately trying to give Envy the hot sauce. It's the green variety. He will leap away, but it's looking over, Ben. It's looking pretty over.
Yeah, no chance of recovery. Such a great early game coming out from EG. Dai getting level 5 in 3 minutes, then coming top to stop that tower push, killing Sven with an early Poison Nova. All the attention devoted towards the Dire Ancients, like all these things just add up to AUI being completely useless on top of the draft itself.
Game and P now are going to be trailing EG 2-1 in the best of 5. Should they win that game 4, we go to a game 5 decider. But we'll see if we get there. EG showing some resilience, liking their ability to adapt in a longer series. That was something a lot of people questioned, was how well will Zai draft? Will he be able to match PPD? I think it's too early to say he's matched him in that department, but certainly showing some potential to do so here.